think a lot of Joker's frustration is he's not himself. He missed that time with the knee. The wrist, whether he admits it or not, has been. I mean, he was seen during All-Star Weekend with a brace on that wrist.
You either retire a hero or you stay in the league long enough to become the villain. And for the first time in his career, that quote might actually apply to Nikola Jokic. Because this season, we've seen something that we've never seen from Jokic before. Frustration, technical fouls, scuffles, arguments with refs, and a Denver Nuggets team that suddenly doesn't look like the juggernaut we thought they were. So the question we have to ask is, are we watching the beginning of the end of the Jokic era in Denver? Let me make something clear right now. I still believe in the Denver Nuggets. In fact, I still rank them as the number 2 contender in the NBA. Why? Because they have a top 4 player in the world in Nikola Jokic. They have an all NBA caliber co-star in Jamal Murray. And this core literally won a championship a few years ago. Championship DNA doesn't just disappear overnight. But despite all that, something feels off. And if you've been watching them for most nights, they really don't look like a true contender. Not the way that they did during their championship run. Not the way a Jokic team normally does. Jokic is more irritated than we've ever seen him before. This is the same player that used to look like he was playing at the YMCA. Now he's arguing with refs, getting into scuffles, showing visible frustration during games. And honestly, I think it all started right before Michael Malone got fired. Because once the energy around a team shifts, the best player feels it first. And Jokic has carried this franchise for years, but when things start slipping, that pressure starts to show. Now to be fair, the Nuggets have been dealing with a lot of injuries. Aaron Gordon has been dealing with a hamstring issue. If you watch basketball long enough, you know that these type of injuries tend to linger. The real question is whether if Aaron Gordon will return back to the same level that he was playing during the championship run. Then you have injuries to players like Cam Johnson and Christian Braun. And suddenly the Nuggets rotation doesn't feel the same and it doesn't feel stable. Championship teams need chemistry, they need consistency, and Denver hasn't had either of those lately. But the biggest issue is defense. Right now, the Nuggets rank 21st in the NBA defensively. That's not just bad. Historically, it's almost impossible to win a championship that way. Unless Jokic turns into a two-way defensive player overnight, the defensive ranking is a serious concern. And here's another thing. This Nuggets team used to be one of the best clutch teams in the NBA. Late game situations, they were deadly. Jokic and Murray will pick teams apart, but this year, their clutch rating has fallen off dramatically. They're performing worse than multiple teams that aren't even considered contenders, and when a championship team stops winning close games, that's usually a sign that there's something deeper wrong. And things aren't about to get easier because the Nuggets are about to go through a brutal stretch of games. This stretch is going to tell us everything that we need to know about the Denver Nuggets. Are they still contenders, or are they just a good team that peaked early? The Nuggets are still trying to rediscover their greatness, but the playoffs are coming fast. And if Aaron Gordon doesn't return to his full form soon, they might run out of time to fix everything before the postseason starts. Which brings us back to Jokic, because superstars don't stay patient forever. Here's the reality nobody in Denver wants to talk about. Jokic has this year, next year, and a team option after that. And if he truly planned on finishing his entire career with the Nuggets, he would have probably already signed the extension. So if one day we wake up and Nikola Jokic asks for a trade, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. Because in the NBA, you either retire a hero or you stay long enough to become the villain. But if you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.